Paraphrase a madman. Hot dogs are tacos, at least from some points of view. Now that you've all gotten your anger out, hello, I'm Casey of Coffee and Hobby, and on today's Writing Basics, we're talking viewpoints. Now, there's two main categories that each have a subcategory that we see in the majority of literature. And the first two I'm going to talk about is first-person view and third-person view. First person is rather simple. You're telling it from the perspective of someone experiencing the events of the story. This limits you to their perspective and their thoughts and feelings, so they may not see all the events that go on. There's limitations to what you can do. Then there's third person. This gives you more opportunity for discussing different events, but unless you go with a subcategory, you are very much detached from the events of the story. It isn't as immersive, or at times not as engaging. It's still a good viewpoint to tell a story from, that's why we have those, but it's not as immersive, and you aren't necessarily as attached. Now, the subcategory of both can dispel the problems, but I'll get more into that. So the first one, which is the subcategory of first-person perspective, this is first-person omniscient, same as first-person perspective, but now somehow the perspective character, knows what everybody else is thinking and feeling. That can kind of take out the immersion, because, how do you know all this? But at the same time, it can enrich the story a bit more. And then, of course, you have third-person omniscient, which, if you're doing third-person, I really recommend going with third-person omniscient, because it allows you to express more of the character's emotions and thoughts, because you're writing in a way that you, the narrator, knows their emotions and thoughts. Anyways, there's not much else to those four, so I'm going to leave it there for today. I'm Casey Coffee Hobby, signing out. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.